Today, I'm going to share with you my favorite eyeshadow palettes. As I am a massive palette lover, I have a ton of them. I love palettes. Those are the products that I personally tend to buy more often than like single eyeshadows because I am kind of lazy and I like to have my variety just in one place, and therefore palettes come in much more handy than single eyeshadows. So therefore, I hope you guys are interested in this video and let's go. The very first two palettes that came automatically on my mind, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, were the Naked palettes. I love them both, first of all. I can't decide between the both, even though they're very similar and you don't have to have both. I had to. I love both of them. I love the color variety in the neutral shades. I love that this one is a little bit cooler in shades than this one. And whenever I'm planning a trip or I'm going to a friend's house for a few days, those are the palettes that I most of the time take with me. They are highly pigmented, some kind of buttery almost. They feel super high-end and you can basically do whatever you want with them. You can create a daily basis look, but you can also create a kind of a nighttime look, which I love and which I use a lot. The next favorite eyeshadow palettes are by Wet n Wild, and this is no surprise because I have a ton of them. I use them all the time. They are so convenient to work with. Again, they are incredibly affordable. I think one palette only costs like $3 to $5 and you get very pigmented, buttery soft, easy to work with eyeshadows that every woman should have in her collection. What I don't like about the Wet n Wild eyeshadows is that they're not travel friendly at all because they break like porcelain. It's really hard to, not break them. They are just that buttery soft, but other than that, I really like them. Next up are the Avon True Color Eyeshadow Quads. I had both of these for several years now. I think they are incredibly convenient, especially when you're on the go a lot. You just throw in one of them in your purse, it has a mirror, and you're basically good to go. The colors are also very beautiful, very easy to work with. You don't have to think a lot, and yeah, love them. One of those palettes, again, if you are on a budget, are the Sleek palettes. They are very, very affordable, highly pigmented shadows, very easy to work with. You get shimmery and matte shadows and you get a big mirror. So you can throw this in your bag again, touch up throughout the day if you want to, and you're perfect to go. Next in my makeup collection, I have the MUA eyeshadow palettes. Both of the palettes only contain shimmery eyeshadows, which is fine. I like to use them more on my movable eyelid and blend out with a more matte color, but the variety that you get in both of the palettes is beautiful. They are cheap as hell. I think one of the palettes is only £1.50 or so, but I'm not sure. I think they are super nice to have, and especially if you like to have shimmery eyeshadows all over, those are your best friends. The next palette also contains only shimmery shades, but that are very beautiful. This is the Maybelline Eye Studio palette. I think those palettes are very underrated. I don't hear a lot about them, but the colors are super pigmented, beautiful, and very easy to work with. The only downside with this one is that they don't seem to stay on my eyelids too long. Following on with the next underrated eyeshadow palette, which is the NYX Nude on Nude palette. I had this palette for several years. I love to use this. It has a beautiful variety of, again, neutral shades for an everyday wear, as well as for a nightly out for smokier eyes. It contains shimmery and matte shadows, and they are very highly pigmented, easy to work with, nicely to blend, all of it. So it ticks a lot of boxes. What I can see people don't like is that it has a separate department for lipsticks. The shade are actually not as bad, but I see people kind of steer away from this because that kind of makes it look a little bit cheaper, which I can understand. But the eyeshadows are so worth checking out. I love to work with them, and again, they are beautiful. And the last favorite eyeshadow palette I have in my collection is by the Balm. This is called Nude. I had this palette for quite some time too. I love to work with it. You get a variety of sexier shades, I think. Again, they are mattes and shimmery shades. They are highly pigmented, super easy to work with. You get a ton of looks out of this palette, and I just can't say enough good things about this palette and the brand, the Balm too. I think most of their products are amazing and high quality. Therefore, again, I hope this was a palette that you didn't already have in your collection and want to check out, because it is beautiful. Alright guys, those were my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was some sort of inspirational and give you an idea for new eyeshadow palettes, or kind of got you into the eyeshadow palette world. And please comment down below what eyeshadow palettes you might want to check out if you didn't already have all of them. I would be very interested. So therefore, have a beautiful day and I see you in my next video. Bye!